Welcome back to Let's Boldly Go. If you recall from the last episode, we were attempting to test out the LY-10 small landing gear and the REL-10 Poodle liquid fuel engine, two of my favorite parts sometimes. And upon launch, we discovered that this craft was not at all aerodynamically stable because I didn't bother to check that before, so we added a bunch of fins to it. And yeah, now I believe we are ready to launch, and theoretically all of this stuff will stage recover. I'm going to bump up parachute stats because I found out that they changed the so-called physics range, which is when, like previously, if something got beyond 2.5 kilometers, it would unload from the game, basically. But now it's like 22.5 kilometers or something like that. So what that means is that for close range testing like this, the auto stage recovery mod will not take over until because like the way it works is it doesn't take over until the stage leaves the physics range, and since that's much farther away now, it's more likely that stuff will fall back to the ground and explode before the stage recovery happens. So I need to actually sort of plan out my parachutes better, by which I mean just raise up the deployment stats so that they deploy. Deploy low, but fully deploy higher, I guess. I don't know, there's nobody in these, so we don't have to be too careful. But yeah, we should be go for launch now. This craft is extremely overpowered, as you can see. 4.7 kilometers per second of delta V. Highly unnecessary, but whatever. Like, I could have tried taking fuel out of these, but because like we need to get up to what, yeah, 80 kilometers, but we like, you don't have to be too careful about it. Not sure why it's giving me that time warp message, but whatever. This does have a battery on it, that's good. Okay. 3, 2, 1, blast off. I believe we found that we would meet the altitude and speed conditions from Poodle in time. I can't remember for sure. And we're starting to tilt over, so I guess we're going to be going that direction for this orbit. I mean, we've got plenty of fuel to spare, so it doesn't really matter. So I guess the boosters are going to burn out before we hit, well, I don't know, we might be able to coast up. I'm just going to turn off SAS because it's not going to do anything anyway. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to coast. No, because we're going to lose our speed anyway, so yeah, okay. Deploy those, throttle up. Cool, so that worked. So now we need to start turning over. Oh, you can probe report for less than 1 science. Stop it. Most of our steering is coming from the gimbaling on this engine, so I have to keep it throttled up a little. You see, because like right now, we're mainly just canceling out our rotation from the planet, so this is a very inefficient way to orbit, but we don't have to get into a full orbit. just have to... Oh, and I totally forgot to retract the landing gear, which has added drag, but like, it doesn't matter in the slightest at this point. Throttle up this way more. Leave SAS on. Because we need... Because, like, obviously we could just go straight up to 80 kilometers, but I'm not confident in the re-entry characteristics. Well, wait, no. Yeah, whatever. Let's just go straight up. Two, 4, 5. I'm gonna slow down some. Oh, I didn't actually stop it. Okay, so for these we just right click on them, right? Yeah, okay. I suppose I might as well try and point back towards the Space Center with all of this fuel we have. Or, I don't know. Right now I need to worry about testing these, which... Test. Oh, no. Took too long to slow down, so I gotta wait until we drop back to the ground. That's nice. Going much higher than I wanted to. SAS. Okay. Throttle up just to get rotation control. And a little more. Should go sideways at this point. Okay. I'm just gonna do probably go a bit more. Maybe slow our descent some. Actually, yeah, if we have all this fuel, we can slow ourselves down as we're falling. Except, no, we can't because the fins are down here, so we're going to be pointing the wrong way. Whatever. Okay, just need to do this correctly. Actually, burn upwards some, just to slow our descent while also going in the direction we want. Test. Boom. Okay, contract successful. And now I just want to burn upwards. Because I don't know if it's better to just burn all the fuel to get rid of the mass, or try and keep it and then get a little money back. Better to lose mass. Because we're simultaneously losing mass, which will help us slow down faster, and just reducing our speed, which obviously is a good thing. Where is the Space Center? It's going to be much farther to the right, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's way over there. Well, let's go that way. Which battery type? Oh right, yeah, the engine's generating electricity, so I don't really have to worry about that. There's a phone like right next to where I'm sitting, so I'm sure you guys are hearing that ring. But alright, now I can just accelerate up and turn off SAS. I'm so glad that it tells you about parachute deployment altitude, like if it's safe or not. Oh, I guess with that mask on, we are actually aerodynamically unstable, I guess would be the term, like we're actually pointing in the other direction. And I think we're going to land in the mountains, which is neat. Unless we crash. Or we don't land properly. In which case it's not as neat. Safe! Oh! Right. Forgot about that. Well, hopefully that'll deploy. Hopefully ours will deploy. Should probably go with like 0.5 on the pressure, because I don't know if these are going to deploy before we hit the ground. Eh. So yeah, for future reference, don't do that. Cool. Hopefully we made more money than we just lost. I guess allowing the deployment pressure to be set that high is for if we're landing on like Jewel or Eve, where the like pressure at the ground is much higher than on Kerbin. Well, at least we recovered the boosters. That's something. Get out of here. Okay. What next? And in my infinite wisdom, as always, I forgot to do a timer. So yeah, give me just a second. Okay, yeah, we've got 8 more minutes. We got a lot of touristy garbage. We've got. I'm probably gonna go with the satellite contract before we head for the moon. And then we can do orbital survey of the moon. We got plenty of time for that. Fly by the moon. Probably gonna want to snag that one. But first we can go ahead and grab one of these. Heldine's Hollow. Heldine? Heldine. I don't know. So, we need to get over to... Is that marked in here? It is. Oh, well, it's on the same continent as us, so shouldn't be too hard. Could probably take the science pede over there if I want to spend a couple hours driving around the mountains. No, we could totally land a rocket over there. So yeah, temperature scan, let's do it. And satellite stuff. XL parachute. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if I'm going to do it on the same mission as this one. I wonder if we actually have the ability, like if we have... We could totally make a plan to fly over to Heldine's Hollow. I think we have enough, we have the parts for that. However, does our... What's the limit on the runway? Because I know there's some dumb restrictions on it. Well, so we have 30 parts and not a whole lot of room, but that should be fine. I don't know if you noticed on there, but there's a button for about repairs, because yeah, you can actually, you can like crash stuff into the buildings and destroy them, which is fun. Hopefully we won't have to deal with that. 2 fuel tanks. since these aren't the airplane tanks, they're not going to hold as much fuel. See, this is... I suppose, actually, we can do this in one mission. Maybe, depending on... Yeah, we could get up to 15 kilometers and... Not 600 meters per second, so yeah, never mind. The jet engine that we have probably, like, it can't really break the sound barrier, like at all, unless you're in a dive, but that doesn't really count. See, what do we need to do? A temperature scan, right? So slap a thermometer on here. Not sure if I want to stick some parachutes on here, it'd probably be a good idea. But, where did we get the radiators? I don't remember. Oh, I guess we don't have that small landing gear anymore. Oh well. Wrong button. Okay. I'm gonna have to move the landing gear around, I just need it on there to help visualize things. Oh, sweet, we've got the swept wings. So this can look fly as all get up. Get it? It's gonna look fly. Because it's a plane. Get it? Yeah, the problem there is that it bumps our center lift way back. Unless we do it this way, and look so cool. That's actually also not what I want. Okay, so that there, we do actually have control surfaces, so I don't have to do some really silly stuff. Okay, so these... let's just make them pitch and roll. We don't have to... We can be cheap with this. But then I'm gonna need... These maybe? Yeah, these. These are cool. Excuse me. So we slap these up there as extra pitch control, and it'll even out our center of lift a bit more. We need... How many of these? Better safe than sorry, these are going to be more stable, especially for a small craft like that. Because I'm thinking about using the tail fin, which looks better, but the whole surface moves, and I don't want this to be like super finicky. So let's just do that, and set that to yaw. Okay, we need an air intake. Forget those all the time. And we're gonna go to a sort of high altitude, so I'm gonna put 2. Take out the monopropellant. I think that's everything. Probably nameless, because we're actually building a plane for once. This, call it the K1, because that's a very original name. Okay, so the trick to landing gear is you want it near your center of mass so that it's easier to pivot. Because like if I hit them way back here, then lifting off would be really hard. Like since I have the canards in front, it's different because then it's actually like pulling the front up, but normally your elevators are in the back, so they would be trying to push down. So here you have more leverage on your point of rotation, so it'll tip the whole thing back. Another trick that I've been using a lot recently is if you put the front landing gear slightly lower, then the whole plane just sitting on the runway is pitched up a little bit. And if you do it right, then once you can just throttle up and then you'll take off just automatically, very gradually. Like, it's cool. I don't know if it's particularly better, but it's cool. Okay, Valentina, now a level 1 pilot, or 1-star general, I don't know. She will be in charge of this groundbreaking mission. I really don't like having these on here too, it looks so stupid, so I'm going to put the steering one on here. And then we can do that thing I just talked about, with it being slightly lower, because it's awesome like that. But you also need to, 1, we need to end this episode, but 2, we need to toggle the brakes, because the problem is if you have your front wheels brake force too high, then you're gonna flip over. Like if you've ever tried stopping a bike with just the front wheel brake, you go over the handlebars, and it's really bad. That's what we want to avoid. But I still want like a little on there just for extra braking force. And yeah, I'm gonna have to end this episode now. We'll see you next time. Next time being, what, Friday, I guess? What I want to get into is record 3 episodes on Monday, because any more than that would be pushing my hard drive space a little too much, and that'd be more than an hour. So record 3, and then upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because then I can process the videos on like Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, so that I can just do all of this overnight instead of taking up computer time during the day. So yeah, this one will go up Wednesday, theoretically, and the next one Friday. So I will see you presumably then. Thanks for watching.